Welcome back to this MuddaCluckin Podcast. I'm your host, D to the E, the A to the N, Dean Austin. Now, on today's episode, I got a good friend of mine, a very, very good. This dude right here. If you like dogs, if you like to cuddle with dogs, if you're a dog lover, this is the man. He's ruling, he's controlling LA, putting it down. Bow wow wow. Roar, roar, roar. He's barking it up. My man. This is the dude, Jeff Todd, with Smart Dogs Training. Smart dogs, not dumb dogs, not dogs that's kind of all right. We talking about smart dogs. So if you hang out and you listen to this podcast and you get everything you can from it, I'm gonna have all this information for you. You can pick up a dog that's trained, and he got the dogs. This is my brother right here. This is Jeff Todd with Smart Dogs Training. Brother.
Hey, what's up, Dig?
What's up, JT? In the place to be on the MIC. I'm glad we connected, man. I'm glad you got your system down, man. We had some technical difficulties because we, trying to get it right, trying to get it tight. But right. I'm happy you here, bro.
Me too, bro. Me too. Good to be here.
Smart Dogs Training, man. This is so. Let me give you viewers a little feedback or information on how I met this brother. I ride my bike every morning, get a nice workout in, and I see this amazing truck, beautiful truck. It says Smart Dogs Training on the side of it, and I see a brother by it, and I'm like, this brother's getting it in. A brother got a Benzo truck with a dog on the side. I said, oh no, I had to speak to you. And I've been riding, and I actually was driving by your crib, and I recognized your truck and stopped and hollered at you. And from that point on, man, we've been boys. So I'm happy to have you, man.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of connections.
Yeah, we know same people. We know other ball players. Because you 6'6",
7.
Oh, 7. My bad, brother. 6. That's a good year. 6'7" but it's good. That's a good number. 6'7". My bad. You can't look. You can't take that 1 inch off a brother. When you 6'6", you trying to train dogs. Dog don't know what to do because dog got a long way to look up.
That's right. Size matters.
I don't know what you're saying, but my neck hurt.
That's right. Size matters.
Right. I fell in love with Cane Corso. I'm like, man, I'm a boxer dude. And I like the Burmese Mountain Dog. And we talked about both of those. Really good dogs. But the cane, you said step away from the cane. I said, come on now, not Cane, because we saw the movies with Cane. So you can't be Cane, Yeah. So what's the hardest dog to train, brother?
Well, okay. So the Cane Corso, I didn't say that because it's a hard dog to train. It's just a lot of dog,
Massive.
Well, like a Lamborghini is, I'm sure, a well-built, great car, but it's a lot of car for some people. Probably for more people, it's a lot of car.
Great analogy.
So the Cane Corso, that dog, I didn't say it for that reason. Hardest dog to train? Let's go back old school. The Chow.
What?
The Chow.
The Chow?
The Chow.
Come on, man, not the Chow.
Woo.
The Chow?
Yeah, man.
That's Japanese, right?
It's Chinese Chow.
Chinese. Okay. All right.
Chinese. And the Chow was not bred to listen to or do anything that anybody says. They would just
sound like some of my past relationships, but go ahead, brother.
They just were there to look good. The fluffy hair, they look good. Right. and be courageous. Be protectors, right?
Okay. Oh, okay. So guard dog, kind of like.
Yes, exactly. So they have a very nasty side and another side that doesn't like to be told what, so they're not coachable. They don't want to be told what to do. So that's a hard dog to train. That's a hard dog to train. They can be trained. They can be trained, but they're a hard dog to train. They're not like a lab. Oh, I'll do it.
Yeah. Lab and is it the Shepherd is pretty good.
Shepherd, Golden Retriever. Now add a Doodle. Don't add a Doodle to the end of the German Shepherd because then I quit.
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah, you're gonna quit when they go do German Doodle, huh?
But Golden Doodles, everything's a Doodle now. A lady came to me recently one had a Woodle, and one had a Portadoodle.
Okay, so when you think of a Woodle, I'm thinking of a Woof Doodle.
Okay, that's a Wheaton Terrier and a Poodle.
Okay,
is the Woodle.
The
And
Woodle.
then the other one is the Portadoodle, which is the Portuguese water dog and Poodle. So Obama's had a Portuguese water dog, and they mixed that with a Poodle, and they call it a Portadoodle.
Now, anything with a doodle, ladies and gentlemen, is you can make your money. That's all I'm gonna say.
Money.
You can make your money.
Exactly.
I'm looking for doodles right now. I go out to the store. When I go to Ralph's or go to Trader Joe's, I'm looking for a lost doodle.
Yeah.
Because there's some doodles out there. I'm like, I'm gonna give me a doodle because my boy, he's out in Michigan, and his mother-in-law breeds Labradoodles.
Woo!
And bruh, she's killing the game.
Yeah.
She was in Michigan. She moved to Texas, but she has just doodle.
If I had a shelf of doodles, they would be empty. The shelf would be empty because everybody wants. There's a waiting. I have clients that have flown to Michigan, just to get the dog.
Yeah, probably went to see her. Who knows? Wow. Because when she started old school. And when it first popped off, and she would breed them herself. And I don't want to be graphic and tell you how she would get these dogs to get it in, but it was nasty. I'm just telling you, it wasn't good. It wasn't good, but she was working it out. And now she has a mate, a female and a male, and I guess, and that's how it works. But she's still getting it in.
Yeah. And what's crazy is that now it's like a catch-22 because, then you have all the people on the other side to say, why did you go to a breeder? Why didn't you rescue a dog in the Ukraine? Why didn't you rescue a dog in Mexico?
Right.
In Korea from the food markets,
Right.
They say, well, why did you go to a breeder? And I'm like, look, people do what they want, you know what I mean?
Right.
You may have certain reasons, but it's whatever. I mean, it's a whole wide world, You've got a lot of great dogs out there, and people got to do what makes them feel good, I think,
So the Chow would be the number one, and then number two would be the one I like, Cane Corso.
I don't know if I would say difficult to train though.
Okay, maybe easy to train, but hard to handle.
Hard to handle a lot because their ferociousness, the rage can go from 0 to like 1,000 with those dogs.
It's in their DNA to just be machismo, just to jump out the box.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know many people that have owned one. I think I told you this. I don't know many people who have owned one over 5.
Over 5 years. Wow. And that's young. That's not old. That's young.
No, but after that is like, they can't handle, probably really after 4, but then they're like, oh my God, what did I get?
So if you have one and he turning 5 tomorrow, man, you better think about getting rid of him real fast. Because after 5, it's like, or like you say 4, they probably just trip out and flip out on you.
Well, they're so dominating, so domineering of a type of dog that they want to dominate situations very much, back in the day, it was the Rottweiler, the Rottweiler. Everybody had a Rottweiler. You go on the other side of the street, get away,
right.
The Rottweiler was the dog, but
people still scared of a pit bull though. Pit bull is a good dog. That's it's a good family dog. It's a really good, and then you can train a pit bull really well. Pit bulls are nice, but people have a fear of them because of their reputation and because the people used to, fight them.
Like Vic.
yeah.
If you black with a pit bull,
yeah, it's really bad. yeah. Black man with a pit bull, Rottweiler, Cane Corso.
Right.
Maybe now that you've educated people, a Chow.
A Chow. Well, you never see those. You never see those anymore anyway because they're so difficult to train. You never see that. Yeah.
What you think of the Akita?
Pretty stubborn, pretty if you get them young, they're great. So anybody listening should know that the younger you start training, the better. You let Akita get to 3, man, that middle finger is huge.
Oh, really?
Oh man. man.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know, OJ's wife had an Akita.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah, didn't it? But yeah, so
They,
didn't.
they can be a very aloof, very sleepy kind of dog. They're not all super protective or super aggressive, but they're just whatever. But some males can be really nasty and aggressive and very difficult to try to train, very resistant.
Right. And is it true that they don't bark
They
often?
don't. They don't. Not
They kind of
very
like sneak up on you.
Yeah. That's going to be a sleeper. A sleeper.
You know, you think you done robbed the house, you done got to the gate, you think you safe. You're like, I got this. Let's go. Come on, Cleotis. You start running, you get to the gate.
Alarm.
Right. Don't even bark. Just
Right.
You're like, I can't believe something's on my butt cheek. I don't know. Oh, this is an Akita. I didn't even see the Akita.
Right.
That is crazy. That's good. That's good information. Now, a little bit about you. Now, you went from hoop basketball sneakers to dog walking Skechers, bruh.
Well,
that's pretty amazing.
yeah. I mean, my journey's been long, and I've it's been my life's work. Became my life's work. These dogs.
And you're good at it, and people love you. And you. I see you out there all the time, man. They can't. That truck is like an ice cream truck. It stands out, man. Everybody see it, they know, So if you see smart dogs training anywhere around LA, stop and talk to my man Jeff Todd, because this brother's getting it in.
Yes,
and
sir.
I love it.
Yes, sir. I love talking to people. I love helping people with dogs, man. That's it.
Right. Matter of fact, it's funny you say that, because I'm gonna show this picture of you. I gotta show this picture of you. Of you actually in the truck. I have to show this real quick. Hold on. That cute little dog. What's that? That's a doodle. Is that not a doodle? That's a big
man.
doodle.
Let me tell you that dog has a very interesting story. That dog is named Towns. It's a standard poodle, very big, white standard poodle. Right, great dog. About a year and a half old. The lady's husband, she's about 71. He had died about a year prior. She has this dog as her companion. She named the dog after the husband's favorite rock band. Okay. She walks this dog 5-6 miles every day in Santa Monica. On one day, at one time, that dog saw a squirrel. It was untrained. The dog was untrained. And that dog went after that squirrel, and that lady came right behind her. She broke her elbow and her wrist, man.
Wow. She's trying to save the squirrel?
Yeah, well, she I don't know what she was trying to do, but she wasn't in a position to do either, because she got the bad end of the stick. And anyway, she came to me, needed to train the dog. Now the dog's 3.5 years old. This is 2.5 years later. That dog is the best thing in her life, man. She knows how to walk the dog. The dog listens to her. It's just, you see us laying down in the van when I'm driving. It's just a well-behaved dog now that she can enjoy,
Beautiful dog. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Poodles. People think poodles are small when they think of poodles.
Oh man.
But poodles, and believe it or not, from what I understand, I think I've heard this in the past, that poodles were really guard dogs, right? Or not really?
I don't know if they were really guard dogs. I think they were like alert. They were definitely built to have some protectiveness in them. They're not really, there's bigger dogs that would be a real guard dog, but alert for sure. They're not wimpy. I got a little one right now, man. You come up on me from behind, and I'm gonna know. She's gonna let you. Gucci is her name. Gucci is gonna let me know.
Gucci, like the brand.
Man, she is like 3.5 pounds, 4 pounds. But you can't sneak up on me.
You can't sneak up on Gucci.
You can't sneak up on Gucci.
Wow. So, okay. All right. Gucci. Is that the one you took into the coffee shop you were holding?
Yes. Yes.
You look back at the customer, said, "I got a bigger one at home."
Right. I got a big dog at home. Yeah.
They looking at you hold that little dog. You're like, I don't know what's up with this brother here.
Exactly.
So your first passion was basketball.
My first passion, believe it or not, was dogs.
Oh, really?
But
Oh, wow.
it was dogs. It was dogs. Growing up, probably before I started playing basketball, I had a dog, but it got hit by a car.
Mm.
And they crushed me, and that's what made me have an interest in training dogs.
And
Okay.
how old were you at that time? Do you remember?
I was probably 8 or 9 at that time. I didn't start training dogs then, but I said, if I ever get a dog again, which actually wasn't until much later, like maybe 5 or 6 years later, as a teenager. And I said, if I ever get a dog again, I'm going to train it. I'm going to make sure that dog doesn't run out or get out or go away from the property and this sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was my first love, actually, was dogs, but it was just from a pet aspect. And then it grew, basketball. Yeah. Then I grew 4 inches in junior high school. So I had to
see when you had that dog when you were 8 and 9, when you were 8 or 9 years old with that dog, you was at least 5'10".
Right, I was up there, man. I was up there.
They like, who this grown man with his dog? Nah, that's a child. I'm sorry. That was a grown man.
Right.
And so you were, of course, LA born and raised.
LA born and raised, grew up in the Crenshaw district, went to high school in Santa Monica. Yeah, I grew up. I should have gone to the Shaw. Everybody was mad that I didn't. And then I wound up going to high school in Santa Monica. I wound up going to a school called Crossroads. We put that school on the map for basketball. Then I was recruited heavily all over the country from there on. And
nice.
Yeah, so spiraled from there.
You went to University of Oregon Ducks. Quack, quack.
Went to the Ducks, was at the Ducks for about 3 years, transferred, graduated from somewhere else, and then went to Germany and France and played basketball.
Oh, nice. Played in Europe.
And that was more exposure. One of the reasons why I picked that was because of dogs.
Oh, wow.
My first team that I played, listen to this.
Wait a minute. You didn't pick the team because you like the team. You went because of dogs.
Because of dogs, right. That's one reason I went to Germany, German Shepherd, where all the top dogs come from. That's where all the top police dog trainers are in the world. That's where all the dogs are, used. They have a sport that incorporates obedience, protection, tracking, and agility. It's called Schützen. They do that sport throughout Europe, really. But Germany being a hub. When I went to Germany, I took a dog with me that used to sleep in my dorm room in college.
Oh, really?
So I took a dog with me to Germany when I went.
Wow. So see, that goes to show you your passion was always been dogs. So ladies and gentlemen, think about it. Anybody that loves dogs this much, because he's loved it since he was 8 or 9 years old, standing at 5'10". And then all the way full circle to University of Oregon and then over to Europe and went to where some of the most intelligent breeds are, basically, because German Shepherd is top. That's why police use German Shepherd.
Malinois, Shepherds, Dobermans,
Malinois. You call it Malinois?
Malinois. It's one of those words that doesn't sound like it's spelled because it's really Malonios. So
wow, that's how black folks do. Black folks name their kids weird names, man. Malinois. But Malinois, I don't know, Keisha. Come on, go tell Malinois to come to eat. It's time to eat some food, Malinois. That is so cool, man. That's nice, man. I'm glad that you're doing your passion. You love what you're doing right now.
Absolutely. I think it covers like the thing about dogs is like it's like comedy or music, covers all spectrums, all people. Who doesn't like a good laugh, who doesn't like a cute dog, and who doesn't like some bumping tunes, you know what I mean? Like,
for sure. That's right. On point. Now, how was Oregon? Because I know you started your business there, right? And then branched.
I started it here. I started it here, but I was expanding in Portland. For a couple of years prior to COVID hitting. So that kind of put the brakes on a lot of things for a lot of people, including me. But Portland is a cool town, man. Portland's it's probably one of the top 5 dog cities in the United States. Anywhere in Portland, you're going to see, you step out of your house, you're going to see 20 dogs in 5 minutes. It's a big dog town. Yeah.
It's just they have great air up there. It's little cleaner,
Exactly.
of course.
Exactly.
And you have all the water and the trees, and it's just I'm sure they have great parks and
Oh
great,
man,
dog parks. Probably some beautiful dog parks, I bet.
Trails, parks. It's a green, very very outdoorsy type of town for sure.
Yeah, because our dog parks are okay, but nothing like up there.
Oh man, yeah, our dog parks are
our dog parks is totally different.
Yeah, I want to do an indoor. I live in the valley, so I want to. When it get hot out here, I want to do an indoor dog park. That's one of the things I'm looking at developing right now is a smart dogs indoor park.
Okay, all right. You do that. Look, you go indoor. I come help you out. I'll be over, bro.
Get out the heat.
Indoor,
right?
I'm there.
The AC will be pumping.
We sell comedy tickets and dog park. And everything have to do with dogs, we'll do.
Oh, yeah.
Indoor.
No. They gotta have a snow.
Right. We do comedy at the dog park.
Right.
And then you can bring your dog. You can watch the show, you can laugh, and you can bring your dog.
Yeah. Well, I know, it's funny because somebody I know was starting. I don't know if he started it because we kind of fell out of touch, but a dog. I borrow your dog to go on a play date, a date, right? So if you're, let's say, and here's how it's going to do it. You're in my vicinity,
right?
Okay, you have this type of dog. I think she's going to like this type of dog. So I hit you like Airbnb to see if I can lease your dog for a couple hours to go to the beach with this girl.
Hey man, I need your help finding a woman, so I need your dog just for a couple hours. Just for a couple hours.
Right.
I'll bring her back,
Right.
But then the guy with the dog will start charging. He'd be like, "Look, man,
for sure,
business. It's a good business."
Well, that's what this guy was starting. It was an app. It was an app, and it was
give me your dog.
Yeah.
What was the app called?
I want to say it was called Play Dates for Dogs or something like that, and it was based on.
That's crazy, brother.
Yeah, hilarious. Yeah, it was pretty funny, but it makes sense though.
It does. It works.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. Somebody's gonna use it.
Somebody's gonna do it. Matter of fact, when I get off this podcast, I'm about to go get this app together. We're gonna make this app. I'm gonna let you know.
Right.
We can get in on it.
Right.
Comedy, dog, indoor dog park, and we loaner dogs just so you can get on a date, just so you can be on a date.
Exactly.
Now, if someone is actually just starting, like new dog owner, what's the best dog for a new dog owner to own?
Well, I guess that's a loaded question because let's say it was somebody over 70. I'm just roughly probably, that maybe is slowing down in life and wants to chill. Maybe a puppy is not a great idea.
Right, I got you. No matter what kind of dog it is.
Yeah. Puppy is a puppy.
Right.
Let's say it's the family that, the husband and wife got married, they had a kid, they bought a house, and now they're getting a dog. That group of
got
people,
you.
Right. That group of people, honestly, I would say a Labradoodle, Golden Doodle, Labrador, Golden Retriever, German Shepherd, maybe. I like user friendly, and most people have a life other than their dog. So a dog that requires a lot of attention. You got kids, you got 2 kids, you got a career. Right. Having a dog that's a handful, just becomes a nightmare.
Right.
People arguing about the dog. The dog.
Right.
I'm writing a book. I'm writing a book right now, and that scares me. I can't tell you.
It scares you.
I can't tell you the last time I read a book. So
right, that's okay.
But no, the book. One of my friends who's an author convinced me to write a book, and he said, "Well, look, don't be scared. Just start with one chapter: the 10 biggest mistakes that dog owners make." One of them, and I started writing that. It's just going to be a pamphlet at first. Then he said, "You're making a chapter in the book later."
Right, it's going to be like on a napkin.
Right.
It's my book.
Yeah. I won't tell you what I wrote it on. But anyway, one of the mistakes is getting the people who get the wrong dog, whether it be the age or the breed. Right. So some people, that aren't athletic, that hardly work out, go and get a highly active dog. That just has to do something. Or, a person at a certain age who, I've had this happen numerous times with seniors who, they had a dog for 15, 16 years, and then they say, oh, it was the greatest golden in the world, I'm going to repeat that. Well, you can't repeat another 10 to 15 years to get that again, or not that long, but you need at least a good 3 or 4 years before a dog is really on that cruise control, automatic, knows what to do, everything's cool mode. Puppies, and if you're a senior now, I'm gonna start it, but now you got to get a puppy because they don't have an abundance of 3-year-old golden retrievers.
Right.
Although if somebody's going to rescue a dog, sometimes if it's a senior, I tell them they should probably go ahead and try to rescue an older dog if they can.
Right. They should get a dog. You should get a dog that has the same problems you have. You got the right dog. If you got arthritis, get a dog with arthritis.
But what's funny is tell me the truth. Tell the truth. Haven't you seen somebody old with a walker or a slow limp that walks with a dog that has a slow limp?
Yes.
People look like their dogs, man.
That's right. You see somebody with a Labradoodle, usually somebody with curly hair, this pretty much same color.
Right.
It's just, you're right. They look dogs. I saw somebody look just like an Afghan.
Right. Oh, me too.
I'm like, dude, you look like you're Afghan. You can't say that.
No.
But in your mind, you thinking, dude.
No. I say it all the time. I was at the park the other day. I saw a lady with a plump French bulldog. It looked like her. She looked plump.
That's so wrong.
My dog, Justice, come here. Just come here. My dog looks like me. Come here. Lap. My dog looks like me.
Oh yeah, same hair. He black.
Big tall black dog. That's why I tell people when they see me with a little dog, I say I got a big black dog at home. Don't trip.
Right. And they think, oh, he's being mean. Crazy. We know what he's talking about. No, I do. I got a big black dog at home. I'm trying to tell you.
Exactly.
What's that dog's name?
This dog is Justice.
Justice
is a pretty rare dog. The Bosseron.
So you have a Bosseron. Is that French, Italian?
Yeah, it's a French dog, and it's actually. Come here, Justice. You can't see him right now, but if you can see, he has markings of like a Rottweiler and a Doberman.
Oh yes.
This is one of the oldest breeds. Oh, look at his paw. That's the marking of a Doberman, right?
Right.
It's one of the oldest breeds. They're older than a German Shepherd. Older. It's one of the oldest breeds on earth. There's only like 500 of them in the whole United States.
Bosseron.
Beauceron. Beauceron. They call them bosses for short. Boss. But they are a shepherd. And they're a very discerning, very unique breed. Put it like that. Very unique.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Very unique. Very sensitive to the owner.
I'll have to swing back by and check him out. It's a he, right?
It's a he, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I saw him the first time when I swung through and you showed me the kennel.
Yeah, off.
Beautiful dog. Beautiful.
Off.
Bo.
He's a big dog. Big dog.
So Bo Nose. That's Bo Nose right there.
Bo Nose.
Bo Nose.
He's a gentle giant, though. He's not even aggressive. He's a gentle giant. This one is. I had his grandfather. He was rough. He was rough.
Really?
Yeah, he was rough. Yeah.
Different, totally different personality.
Different temperament. Yeah. The grandfather, his name. So this one's name is Justice. The grandfather's name is Legend. And Legend has been dead for about 7 years, but cats today still talk about that legend.
Legend is legend. So
Legend is legend.
people came by the kennel and they met Legend, and Legend was
Yeah, he wasn't having it with some
he wasn't
people.
having. Now I have a question. Have you met a woman that was maybe like 5 feet tall, 90 pounds, that had a 200 plus dog pounds?
Not that many. I have met small framed women with horses, and I know for a fact that two off the top of my head were they did equestrian, they rode horses.
Oh, so okay, so they're used to horses.
Well, yeah, that's a big animal, you know what I mean? So some people, because of their experience with other animals, is going to determine whether they're good with dogs or not.
Oh, okay. All right. I got you. Now I forgot this part. I do something called RQT. RQT, not RQT. RQT portion. Random question time during the podcast. Just a random question.
Okay.
Okay. So you just it's a question and why. Okay.
Why? Okay.
Okay. Question. Okay. So the question is the Himalayas or Turks and Caicos, and why? The Himalayas or Turks and Caicos.
As in going to one of those places?
Either, whichever one you pick, whatever reason why.
I would say Turks and Caicos because more people talk about it like it's a exquisite place to visit.
Okay, all right. So you never been to Turks and Caicos?
No.
Okay, all right. So you've been to the Himalayas?
No. I don't hear it. They don't talk about it. And it's cold. I don't like the cold.
Yeah, you don't find your brother say, "Hey man, I'm about to run up to the Himalayas," but they'll run over to Turks and Caicos.
Exactly.
Yeah, Turks and Caicos. I've been. It's nice. Turks and Caicos is nice. Turks and Caicos is nice. There's some people get dogs for security. Some people get them because they just want a pet, and some people get them for therapeutic reasons. Right. Have you ever trained a therapy dog and for anything, or do you train a dog and someone else just takes it and use it for therapy?
Yeah,
hospitals or whatever.
Yeah, it's a good question. So Justice, believe it or not, is a service dog. So a therapy dog, an emotional support dog, a medical alert dog would fall under the umbrella of service dogs. They perform a function.
Okay.
When people getting on planes with donkeys and chickens talking about support animals.
I don't know about all that. Somebody went on with iguana one time and tried to get on. It's a service iguana.
All that.
No, I mean, lady at the counter. She told me.
Right. But like Justice, for example, the reason why I said Justice is Gentle Giant is because he's a service dog that I personally trained to do certain functions that somebody with PTSD.
Okay.
For example, with PTSD, some people with PTSD feel comfortable if there's more of a boundary around them, but people keep their boundaries. So like in a grocery line, they may have a dog come in front if there's some people in front of them or at a certain side even. Okay.
I've never known that. Wow, that's pretty interesting.
Right. What I did with him just now when I had him come to my lap, that is a command for him. Lap is a command. So that it's a comforting position. If I want the dog in my lap and I don't want people to invade my space, or I just want the comfort of a dog, that becomes a command, and the dog performs that service, that function for that person. Okay. Justice also does, because I've done demonstrations with Justice. I go to Children's Hospital. I go sometimes do demonstrations for service dog work. He does seizure alert. Okay. Seizure alert would be somebody falls on the ground and they're convulsing because of their seizure. He'll stand over and bark. Okay.
Wow.
The other function is he does brace and balance. So people that have vertigo or people that walk it with an awkward gait or something is unstable with their balance, he'll stand on all fours and let you put all your weight on him.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Yeah, to brace the fall. But then other dogs, they train for things like gluten. I met a dog one time, man, that you could bring out a tray of food.
Serious?
The girl who owned the dog would bring out a tray of food, and if that food had gluten, man, it was noticeable that dog to say, "Get it out of here," right? With his head, would knock the bowl, right? But if she brought out something that didn't have gluten and the dog smelled it, it would go right back under the table like no big deal.
Wow. That's nice. See, they need a service dog for like when you go out. You out and you go out to the club and there's a ratchet girl come up to you and that dog be like that. That means she ain't good, That's a serious service right there because that's keep money in your pocket.
Hey, I tell girls, if my dog don't like you, if my dog don't like you, it's a red flag.
See, back in the day, we didn't call them service dogs. Those are dogs they were called. Those dogs are called "You do what I say" dog.
Right.
Back in the day, black folks, you better do what I get over here. And we had a dog like that, and it was a service dog, but it served us. It served us until they jumped the fence and took off.
There you
I
go.
was like, I'm out. Ain't doing no more service.
Yeah.
No more.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's beautiful, brother. That's nice. What you're doing is a service.
Yeah. I like to think I help people. A lot of people get dogs and they don't know what they're doing. They get rid of dogs. You know what I mean? I don't know how you it's like having a kid for 6 years, 7 years. I'm getting rid of you.
Right. Just put him outside, drop him off down the street, be like, I don't need him no more.
But there's about 10 million dogs a year put to sleep in the United States. 10 million.
10 million.
10 million.
So, and that's why for all the listeners, it's good to get some of these dogs that need a home.
Absolutely.
like that are in these what they call them, these
shelters.
And the shelters and police station, wherever you see a dog, go get the dog. Those dogs need it. So yeah, it's very important. Very important. Speaking of dogs, you met my dog, Danny Green.
Oh.
And your dog too. And next time you talk to that brother, tell him to get a car with an operational clutch.
Well,
and don't try to blame it on me.
So you drove back from San Diego with I didn't get the full story.
Okay, all right. Since he didn't tell you. Now, everybody out there, Danny Green is a comedian friend of mine. We go way back here in LA, and we did a show in San Diego. He drove there and I drove back. And it was his car. And he kept saying, "Hey man, you don't mind driving back?" I said, "Nah, I'll drive back." So I get in this car, Jeff. I get in this car and his clutch is slipping. I mean, every time I shift, my foot would hit the floor. Shifted. And he gonna be look, it slipped. So we get all the way back. I think it was Watts or wherever he was staying. It was in the hood. And I was like, dog, I'm cool from this point on. But when I got back, he's like, you burned my clutch out. I guess he thought I was gonna pay for his clutch.
He put it on you.
He was trying to get my show money to pay for his clutch. He think he's slick. And I can't wait for him to hear this. Because that's some BS, bro.
That's hilarious, bro.
You can't ride in somebody's car that's jacked up and then blame it on the person that's driving it.
Right.
Come on, man. I'm not Willie Lump. Like they say, I was born tonight, but I wasn't born yesterday, sucker.
That is hilarious.
I'm boo-boo the fool around here, man. Nah, man. So I just tell that brother he can do something with that.
Yeah, it was good to see him. It was good. It was good to see him. His set was incredible.
Yeah, he's a good brother. I love Dannon. I love Dannon. Funny brother. As a matter of fact, the spot I did, he's doing it maybe tomorrow or sometime this week. He's doing the Comedy Act Theater.
Oh, he told me Thursday, tomorrow, I think.
It's tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna roll up there. I actually told your niece, since I know she's doing comedy, because I think I'm gonna roll out just to go hang out. And if he's there, that's a plus right there. But
for sure.
But yeah, man, that's so cool, man. That's so cool. We'll get together again for sure, man. And I appreciate having you on here. We're gonna get that Dale up for you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
We're gonna get that because I know it's nice because I just purchased one because I've never been a Mac person, so I'm PC.
Yeah.
And Dell's good. You know,
Yeah,
matter
it's
of
good.
fact,
Yeah,
the
it's
one I
good
have
product.
now is where we're rolling on is Dell.
Nice.
And you'll love it. You'll love it.
Yeah.
New, it's nothing like new.
I
You
know.
know,
I know.
old computer. Old computer. You got to shake it
I've
for
been
a while to
tripping.
get it running.
Yeah,
You got to listen to it, make sure it's working.
Yeah, I've
You
been
got
tripping.
you got to pour honey on the back of it and talk to it for a minute. Come on now,
right.
baby. Come
You're
on. I got a podcast to do. Dean, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, So we're gonna get it up. Exactly.
Clutch it off.
Yeah, your computer like a clutch. Slipping. Time keeps on slipping. Back to the future. Oh man, you the man, brother. I appreciate you coming, man.
Hey, man, thank you, man. Stay blessed, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, you too, man. We're gonna link up for sure, man. Tell your niece I said hello, brother.
All right.
I want to say this. I always say this at the beginning of the podcast, but I say it at the end. This podcast is all things funny, all things life. And once again, my man Jeff T in the house with Smart Dogs Training. Namaste.
Peace.